Hey everyone, welcome back to Clutch Situation. Today I'm going to be reviewing the MUJI Pocket Pencil. MUJI is a brand that is a store brand, I think a department store in Japan, and there are a couple of retail locations in the United States in major cities like the Bay Area and New York. And you can get MUJI pencils online pretty easily, though, as well, from either the MUJI store or from eBay or from Amazon. I think I got my MUJI aluminum pocket pencil from Amazon. Let's go ahead and dive right into the review because this is one that surprised me, and I appreciate the recommendation. So if the MUJI pocket pencil looks small to you, it's because it is. It's a tiny little aluminum case body that when you compare it like to a Pentel Sharp Carry, it's actually shorter than the Pentel Sharp Carry. And so for ease of carrying around, the MUJI aluminum pocket pencil is really, really nice. You can take the cap off and put it on the back and you're ready to go. It's a nice weight. It's a very lightweight. It is also a nice thickness. I like to have a thinner mechanical pencil, and the MUJI pocket pencil is very thin in that regard. And let's go ahead and do a click test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks to me like about, I'd say, 5 millimeters. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 6 millimeters, which is a nice amount of lead to leave off when you're clicking on a mechanical pencil. Let's go ahead and disassemble the pencil so you can take off the cap. And then this part right here unscrews. And that reveals the eraser. Eraser is just a tiny little eraser. I mean, you have to go through this screw cap in order to get to it, and so you're not really going to use the eraser on this pencil too much. It's better to have a dedicated eraser, but of course you can lift the eraser out, and that's where the lead goes. One thing that I've noticed in using the MUJI pocket pencil for a couple weeks is that this upper section here rotates. I'm not exactly sure why. When you are carrying the MUJI pocket pencil around, one of the definite cons of it is that all of these parts that are metal on metal and have the possibility of unscrewing tend to do so. Like the tip of my MUJI pocket pencil tends to unscrew really easily, especially if you're carrying it around or jostling it in a pocket. And so that's something to consider when you're thinking about getting involved with it. It's still a great pencil, though. Being made out of aluminum, it's durable, it's stylish. The eraser dock, by the way, is solid. In that when you erase with it, it doesn't wobble too much. Let's go ahead and do a writing test with the MUJI pocket pencil. Got my Office Depot pad. Okay. MUJI aluminum pocket pencil, 0.5 millimeter. Show you what the erasing looks like. Unscrew. There's a lot of turns on it. You know, the eraser is docked in there pretty well. It's a tiny little eraser, though, drafting eraser. It's not anything that I would write home about at all. The lead advancement on the pencil is spongy. And when I first got this, I felt very strongly about it, given its lightweight and all of its variety of features. I think the huge weakness of it is that the lead advancement mechanism is variable. The eraser axis is cumbersome. It has a twingy sound on advancement. It does have a metal clutch, I confirm that. And so instead of a definitive click, it has like a twingy sound. This is common amongst metal, whether brass or aluminum pocket pencils of these sorts. The mechanism, because you tend, I think, to get metal rubbing up against metal, produces this twingy sound that I don't like as an enthusiast, but, you know, different people's mileage might vary. As a package, though, I really think that it's a really interesting pencil and that you should check it out. Let's go ahead and run down the rating scale on it. When I ran out of lead, by the way, I went ahead and threw in Pentel Einstein lead in HB in this case. And so let's run down the rating scale. We'll start with writing experience. Lightweight, thin just like I like it. I'm going to give it good. Probably the big detraction for the writing experience is the eraser access. Quality. You know, metal on metal parts tends to be a big issue, and so it's nice in that it's all metal. The problem is that when those metal parts are touching each other, they tend to have a little bit more slippage, and the parts of the pencil really unscrew quite easily. Now, the pocket clip is pretty solid, nice and springy. You can attach it to something, it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to go ahead and go good on the quality. Features. Good, it's pocket safe. Okay. Cost, moderate. I got my MUJI Pocket Pencil for $15 USD on Amazon. That's a pretty low price for it. I've seen it as high as 22 to 25, somewhere around there. I would pay more than about 15 to 20, somewhere in that range. It's a nice pencil, though. In terms of my rating scale, it's not going to make the top 10 because of a couple of the cons that it has, but I am going to give it an honorable mention. Just want to point out here that I'm going to need to replace something on my honorable mention list. I think it's a better pencil than the Parker Jotter, and that may seem like blasphemy to a lot of people, but especially modern Parker Jotters, I feel pretty confident that the MUJI Pocket Pencil is overall more solid package. And we're not really comparing apples to apples when I compare it to a Parker Jotter, but I'm looking at some to remove something from the list, and I have quite a few pencils that I'm reviewing that aren't going to be making the top 10 here, but are going to be eligible for the honorable mentions. And so Parker Jotter was on the chopping block, and so we'll go with that. And so MUJI Pocket Pencil, check it out. 15 on Amazon. I definitely think that it's a very stylish pencil that you can carry around with you with it being pocket safe and you not have to worry about poking yourself. And so it might be worth checking out for you. Thanks for watching.